Okie dokie, I do see a little bit of water in there. It looks like the valve is closed, so I'm probably gonna grab a vacuum cleaner and a skinny wire wheel and send it through there. I did port these ports. It's the only one, and I was afraid of that too, but damn. Alright, I did scroll down a little bit. I put some PV blaster in there. I don't think I'm gonna worry about it too much. It's obviously still holding the seal. It's holding all the PV blaster. The hurricane didn't help. It's been a rainy year this year. Alright, now I gotta pull these lifters out so I can get that cam out of there. I'm fairly certain that this is an RV home motor, so there is an RV cam in there. I've heard a lot of horror stories about flat tappet cams, so I'm gonna try to keep these lifters in order, so if my flat tappet cam happens to go awry, that these should be in the same order for this cam. Man, it's harder to get these things out than I thought. Must be grease caked at the bottom of it. Not too bad. Definitely broken in. It looked like I got a little water spot on there or something, but that's just one. Well, it's really hard to get these things out. I didn't realize it was going to be that hard. Yeah, they just got some buildup on the bottom of them there. That little buildup keeps them from coming out. Bend the screwdriver, try and get it out. Don't come up easy. It comes up pretty easy until it gets to a certain point. It gets there. Yes. Just stuck on that grind. Probably need to grab some paper towels or something. Now I'm probably gonna turn the camera off for that. I'll come back when I get them all out. Okie dokie, I'm on the last one. Just been having to work them up and down so they're caked up on the bottom braces. Kind of just been using this screw right here. Put them in the oiler hole, and then you can get a good yank up on them. They come out a little more and more each time. And then this one's hard to get to because I can't get the pliers on it. I've been using the pliers. These are all lifters and trash. But yeah, I know it's just a pain in the ass. I'll be back in a second. Okie dokie, the good fight is over. They all look pretty clean. They all spin freely in there when they were fully seated. I believe that is the #1 killer of flat tappet cams, is these guys not being nice and smooth. And then the lifter quit spinning in there and it just keeps going up and down, and these are designed to kind of spin when they get hit by the cam. If they don't spin, they end up eating the same spot on the bottom and it'll wipe a cam load. It's time to get that cam out of there. That shouldn't be too hard. I did take the timing chain off the other day. I was playing with it, cleaned it up a little. Probably need to hit it again with the wire brush. Oh no, that just wiped off. Hoping I got the right size ratchet here. And of course I don't. Is it gonna be a 10 or 11? I'm grabbing an 11. I don't trust the 10. This is an American type motor. I ain't seen very many 10 millimeters on here. Oh, look at there, it's the 11. Don't want to lose these screws. Go grab the cam bolt. Oh, I've never actually done this in person. I've seen a bunch. I've done a bunch on YouTube. But I know they typically take the screw here and kind of use it as a handle. There we go. And voila! And looking at these journal bearings here, man, that looks minty fresh, man. That almost looks brand new. There's no scoring on that cam load. Heck yeah. Even that front one there even looks brand new. I'm gonna go get the new cam and I shall return. Okay, so I've done a lot of research on this. I've had this cam in my possession for about 7 to 8 months. Now, I've watched a lot of YouTube videos and other things, read a lot about this stuff, and they say that you can put this on the cam and it won't fall off for up to like 3 weeks or something. So I'm gonna rely on it. I'm probably just gonna use regular moly lube for the journal bearings and put this on the lobes. First time I've ever taken this out of the package. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to wash this. I've read the instructions quite a few times and I never saw anything that said it needed to be washed. It's not scrubbing off with my finger, so we're gonna send it. I'm gonna cross my fingers and hope this thing works out well. Get some of this here. Put a little bit on your cam lobe right there. Get it nice and lubed up. Get this guy I'm gonna go kind of sparingly at first and try to get some at all, and then I'll add where it needs it if I had any left over. Alright, so those are all covered up. Like I said, I don't think the bearings necessarily need a whole lot. It's not really a pressure point. Since I got some, I'll use it on the bearings as well. Alright, got our camshaft all lubed up. I think it's time to slide her in. I do want to put some Miley lube on this distributor gear. I don't know if that's good or bad for it or not, but I know lube is always good. And I'm dirty. Everything is slippery. You're almost there. This is heavier than I thought it was going to be. There we go. And it's in there. Let's put this guy back on. I'm gonna go inside and check for some torque specs before I put the chain on. I still have to let my lifters soak overnight as well, so like I said, I'm dependent on that driven lube to stay on that cam. I do have driven break-in motor oil, and I'm probably, because it's so hard to find oil with zinc in it, I'm probably just gonna run break-in oil in this thing its whole life. I just order it online every time I need an oil change. Shouldn't be putting a whole lot of miles on this thing, although I would love to. We're gonna have to see what happens and how well it runs. But the new can looks like it's pretty much installed. I do need to soak the lifters. I'm probably gonna stick some in a couple of the holes and make sure that they're all good. It's about time I can take this tape off here. Try to keep all the dirt out of there. I did take this off the other day, made sure that was easy to come off. I don't see anything that fell down in there. I think the tape caught it all. Once again, if you want the part number for the cam, there's a better view of it. It's not a huge cam, but I think it's supposed to have some chop to it. It's time to go get some lifters. I want to play with them for a second, and then I'm probably going to soak them overnight because it's about to get dark. I can come back tomorrow. Hopefully it don't rain much more tonight. I am going to cover it back over with a tarp. I do also want to spin that cam a couple times just to make sure it's not being bound up. It did slide in pretty easy. Hope I don't get the screw stuck in the cam. Oh yeah, it's spinning good. I don't feel no rough spots. Heck yeah, now watch the screw get stuck in there. There it goes. Everything's going smooth so far. Probably need to clean this thing. You do have a lifter here. The box of them actually. I did order the part number, the cam spec sheet. I ordered part number for the lifters now. I guess the cam was on clearance because they don't make springs for this. At least Lunati doesn't make springs for this anymore. So, man, that's a tight fit. Why is it such a tight fit? Okay, there it goes. Yeah, that feels good spinning that one. Now I had to get the only brand and springs that I could find that were spec for this cam were eBay springs. They of course they're on eBay. They didn't really have a brand name, but they were 110-pound springs, and that's what this cam called for. I might pull this valve cover off here in a second and show you, but for now I want to make sure that all of these holes here are nice and smooth. That one's smooth. That one's smooth. That thing's smooth. But I'm gonna put the camera down and finish up. See, that one's a little rough, and it could just need some penetration Earl down there, probably from the last lifter. Yeah, see, when it goes in, it's as long as it don't catch on nothing. They all feel really good so far. But yeah, I'll put the camera down. I'll come back when I start soaking these things. I just wanted to give you guys a little glimpse of the head on the top side. I did, once again, I had them cleaned, decked. I ported it. The machine shop did install the springs. They did them to the correct height. I gave them the spec sheet with the cam with all the little places you had to plug in for install height. I don't know exactly where they are. He kept the card. I do have to have that little piece of metal there for the new rocker arms inside. And I did order the part number that was recommended for the cam on the cam sheet. And Jegs said they were in stock. They had them listed as in stock, so I ordered them from Jegs in February. It is now November. They have not sent a part, and they have not refunded me either. And every time I call them, it's like a 6-hour hold time to talk to customer service. So Jugs effectively scammed me out of about $200. They still have my money, and Illuminati says that the springs that I order are indefinitely on back order. So they are not making the springs, but these are eBay 110-pound springs. The machine shop used 2 different valve keepers to get the correct install height. That's one reason it took so long, is he had to order those. And because it took so long, he did it free of charge. I paid $300 to have these things decked, cleaned, springs installed, and a 3-angle valve job. And these are ARP head studs. Once again, just about everything from the head gasket up is brand new on this thing. And this is one of the old parts. I will be reusing the lifter rods. If any reason I shouldn't, I expect somebody to chime in on Face or YouTube and be like, hey, you're dumb for doing that. But I mean, I just don't see lifter rods failing for no reason. But Daniel is supposed to bring me some valve covers as well that are supposed to fit the new rocker arms. And I'm about ready to go in and soak them lifters now. Okay, so I'm just gonna soak these lifters overnight and fill up this guy, and then I'll end up using this to pour over the rockers. I gotta soak the rockers in these too, probably. There should be enough. Like I said, I got driven break-in oil. So drop in. Now my buddy Daniel, he has a good idea and I like it. I just don't have the equipment to do it and I'm poor. He takes a little old gun and he skeets it in there, but I'm just gonna let these soak. Oh, you should come in the back door instead of hurting yourself. Pretty used to doing this. The lifters on the V6 that came out of the Z, you had to soak those too. I replaced those pretty often. There we have it. That's just gonna soak overnight. And then we shall see you guys tomorrow.